Okay, so this question talks about the price of corn, and it is decreasing each year by a certain amount, and we need to find that amount and then use it to predict the price decrease after 50 years. So the trick to this is to think of it's going to be an exponential decay function. So we're going to have our time here, and then the actual price of the corn here, and it's going to decay over time. So it's going to look like, start here and kind of go out like this. And it doesn't actually give us a specific price to start at, but we can just pick, say, $100. I don't know if is I don't know how much corn costs, but so if we just pick 100, that's a nice number to work with. And then it tells us that the price of corn has decreased by 25% over 10 years. So that means at 10 years, let's see, maybe here, at 10 years, the price of corn is decreased to 25. So that means it's actually going to be 75. Okay, and now this is an exponential decay problem. So we're going to have the equation for that is going to be y equals some initial value times the growth factor or decay factor to raised to the time. Okay, and now they give us the initial value is going to be 100 because we've chosen that. So we're going to have that is equal to 100, and then they've given us this point. So we know that when x equals 10, we are going to have $75 here, and we have our growth factor, which is what we're trying to find, and then 10. So we can solve for this. So 75 divided by 100 equals our growth factor time, or to the 10th power. So that means the factor is going to equal the 10th root of 75 over 100. And we pick the 10th root because we want to undo this raising it to the 10th power. And if we calculate that out, then we will get a growth factor of 0.97164166. And it's when you're doing this, it's kind of important to have a lot of decimal places in your growth factor because you're going to be multiplying over and over. So this is a growth factor. So we need to know the percent of decrease. All right, and so we know that the growth factor is going to be 1 minus the percent. So in this case, the percent will be 1 minus 0.9764166. So that is going to be, what is it? 0.02, oops, 0.02835,834. So it says a steady percent. By what percent does it decrease each year? Round to the nearest percent. So that means it's going to decrease by 2.8, or if we're rounding 3%, right? Because we have this, we want to make it into percent, so we move our decimal place here, and then we can see it's 2.8, and they just want it to the nearest percent, so it's 3%. Now, they say, by what percent will the price of corn decrease after 50 years? So after 50 years, we're going to get some value for the price of our corn, right? And remember, this is the price of our corn. And then once we know that, we can calculate the decrease. So we know our initial value, and we know our growth factor now, and we know the time is going to be 50. So, and then what was our growth factor is 0.91664166, and this time we're doing it, we're going to multiply it 50 times. And this is why you need so many decimal places, because you multiply it over and over and over again, so error will kind of compound. And if we do that, then we get 23.7304. And this is the price, right? So this is the price, but we want the percent of decrease. So that is going to be maybe 100 minus 23.7304. And actually, we can just round this. So 100 minus 23.7, and that would be 3, 6, and 7. Yeah, so 76.3%. So that is the decrease right there. I guess we'll call it D. So that's the answer. So it will be 76%. So here's this one, and here's this one. So that's how you do that problem. Thank you very much.